Hi everyone, my name is Danny, and I'm your host. Today I'll be talking to some Get Your Guiders about what it's like to work here. When I'm not running around on hosting gigs, I'm a project manager for the merchandising team. I'm also an elected member of your employee representation group. But that's enough about me. You're here because you really want to know what it's like to work at Get Your Guide. So let's ask some of our awesome team.
Problem.
How would you describe Get Your Guide culture in one word and why?
In one word, then that would be adoptive. Reason being, in the last 3 years that I've been with GetYourGuide, it's really remarkable to see how the company and the different teams have adopted to this very unusual situations that we face, like the COVID pandemic, and how we successfully overcame these challenges together.
Passionate. People at GetYourGuide are truly fired up about solving the most impactful customer and business problems with utmost urgency, and I think this really comes from having this freedom to drive and own your projects.
Dynamic, very fast-paced, very agile. Things can change quite frequently.
How does Get Your Guide support employee development?
In many ways. The first one is there is a true belief in the importance of personal growth at GetYourGuide. This is a growing company, and in order to be able to continue to grow as a business and to be successful in a business, we need to develop, we need to grow as people as well.
I would say by providing us end-to-end ownership of the things we built, making us the product owner of the features that we are planning to build or working on, giving us the first-hand feedback from our customers, which then helps us to further improve the features that we are working on.
GetYourGuide supports my development and that of my peers by really encouraging to take on challenging projects. And by doing these really challenging projects, I'm able to grow. And what's more amazing, this growth is recognized with reward and pay.
Johannes, what excites you the most about our mission and the future of Get Your Guide?
GetYourGuide operates in what is one of the most attractive global markets of the present day. Just the core travel experience market that we're currently operating in is pegged to be more than $300 billion a year. It's growing at a torrid pace as people venture out and want to experience more of the world every single year. Our platform allows experience creators to cater their passions to travelers around the world so that they can experience the world in new and unseen ways.
So, what is your favorite benefit at Get Your Guide?
My favourite benefit, I would say, is the Get Your Guide Summer Summit Week, which we traditionally have in May every single year. That's a chance for all the employees to come together from every office we have globally. Great way to collaborate, meet new colleagues, and see people that we don't get to see that often in Berlin.
My favorite benefit for sure is the hybrid work setup. I can choose to come into a wonderful office, collaborate with my colleagues, workshop, ideate, but then when there's a necessity, I can also work from home or remotely.
I would say I really like the access to these different mentorship programs and the knowledge sharing sessions. Really, gets you close to these external coaches, which then gives you a different perspective to the challenges that you are facing.
Johannes, can you give us an example of a guiding principle in action?
Absolutely. My favorite one is choose growth over comfort. When I started the company, I knew nothing about business. I didn't even know how to read a P&L or what a balance sheet was. So I needed to teach myself. And I need to immerse myself in that world of business, and I need to master it in a relatively short period of time. And it's still what's giving me so much energy today. I need to level up, I need to grow from all of the great people around me every single day. And that is one of the most beautiful gifts that you can be given.
Let's go with we aim high and follow through. That one really represents the ambition that people share at GetYourGuide. We love to set targets. You will hear that a lot in your career at GetYourGuide, setting high targets, but always followed by how are we actually going to meet those targets? How are we actually really going to deliver on those ambitious targets? The example I will give you is one of my recruiters who recently received the Founders Awards. And this is really someone who has very hard targets from a hiring standpoint, keeps on beating them. Continues to set them higher, just relentlessly, and does it in a way that he also includes his team. He shares all his learnings with his team members so that everybody can continuously improve, which is really the beauty about setting high targets, going with high ambition, with a low ego, just thinking about what is best for the business.
The guiding principle that is very close to my heart, I would say, is we navigate with agility. Reason being is that our suppliers these days have different sort of requirements, and in order to tackle all of those, it's very important to move quickly and turn these challenges into successes. What we do is we create these cross-functional teams that really helps us to tackle these complex problems more efficiently. And this also ensures that diverse perspectives are considered while taking critical decisions.
My favorite principle is building bridges and not islands, and this is a key principle we use when developing complicated, impactful customer products. A lot of times we need to come together from different platform design analytical teams to actually build something that has an impact.
I would say we act customer first, not me first. So from my perspective, that, for example, is ensuring not just candidates have a great experience, but also my stakeholders, my hiring managers, and all the supporting teams around us as well.
What advice would you give to a new joiner?
Ask for feedback, the first one. The second one is learn about the context. When you take on a new job, there is a certain level of anxiety of you really want to perform, right? You want to show why they hired you. And some people then go head down into delivery, really want to maximize that. And what happens then is that you may miss a lot about understanding and learning about the context in which you will need to operate.
I would say I really like the access to these different mentorship programs, and the knowledge sharing sessions really, gets you close to these external coaches, which then gives you a different perspective to the challenges that you are facing.
Talk to as many people as possible from different departments. I think this will really enable you to understand how the company operates, what are the interdependencies, and see how your work is contributing to company's success.
Can you give us a welcome statement for Get Your Guide new joiners?
Welcome to Get Your Guide, and all the very best for the journey that is ahead of you.